So for the assignment that I am sending home with you, you're going to need to go into Tuesday's folder, 11-9, and in there you'll see a link for the online season simulator. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through how to do it, and then you should hopefully be able to do it on your own. So you're going to collect a lot of data, which this is the second page of the packet, for Earth at its axis of 23 degrees, Venus at 2 degrees, and Uranus for 86 degrees axis tilt. So you're going to collect data for those 3 planets, and then also at different latitudes. So I'm going to show you how to do Earth at this latitude, so 38 degrees, and then hopefully you can do the rest on your own. So the first thing we're going to want to do is set our simulation to the right latitude and the right axis tilt. So 38 degrees latitude and 23 degrees axis tilt. To do that, here is the axis tilt. So I'm going to set that to 23 degrees, and my latitude here should be at 38. The first piece of data I need to put in my table is a sketch of the sun's angle at high noon. So that is this lower left box here where you see all these diagonal lines. So this is actually the angle of the sun's rays hitting Earth's surface. So I'm going to use that information there, that picture, to kind of just draw a couple of arrows. Oops, and I forgot to set it to January. Oh, and it is set to January, so that's good. Just to kind of show the angle that the sun is hitting the Earth's surface for January. Now I need to find the degrees of the sun's angle at high noon, which is really just the sun's altitude. That is right here underneath these diagonal lines where it says sunbeam inclination. So it is, the altitude is 29 degrees. And the sun's intensity is right below that. It'll always be a percentage. So right here it says 48%. And then the last column, you're just using these options here underneath where it says temperatures and the sun's intensity to determine what is the kind of overall temperatures for this month. And so 48% lies under the category of mild, which is 41 to 60%. So I would just write mild. Then I would move it to March. And to change the month, you're just going to use this nozzle right here. And you can kind of see in the upper left-hand box, you can see the Earth kind of revolving around the sun as I change the position. So I want it to be at March, which is right there. You can see it in parentheses there. And I'm just going to do the same thing. So the first thing I'm drawing is these angles of the sun's rays. Then I need the sun's altitude, which again is right here, sunbeam inclination, so 52 degrees, and the sun's intensity is 79%. So again, I'm using the sun's intensity to figure out what category for temperature it falls under, and it looks like that is warm. And now I do June. So again, I change this to June, and I do the same thing. So first I'm drawing those angles, which they're looking almost vertical now. The sun's degrees, which I actually can see down here in the screen, so 75 degrees. And the sun's intensity is 97%. So with that intensity, that would put the temperatures at hot. There's the bell. And then the last one is September. So again, I'm drawing these angles. The sun's altitude is 52 degrees and 79% is the sun's intensity, which would put me at warm. So now I've done it all for Earth at 23 degree tilt. Now I would stay at 38 degrees latitude, except now I'm going to change the tilt to Venus, which is 2 degrees. So I would set my axis tilt here, now to 2 degrees, and do the same thing. And then I would do the same for Uranus, but at 86 degrees, which is listed right here. Once I would be done with this latitude, I've got 3 other latitudes that I'm working with. So flipping the paper over, I've got seasons data at, and this should say 0 degrees, although it got cut off by the hole punch, which is the equator. So same thing, all 3 axis tilts at 0 degrees. And then the last one is same thing again, but at 72 degrees, which is Barrow, Alaska. Once you've finished all the data, you can then go ahead and flip back to the first page and use your data to answer the conclusion questions, which are 1 through 4 and 5 through 8. Email me if you have any questions.